Okay, so we have the representative from Oak Liga, which is one of our gold sponsors. So I'd like you to give a warm round of applause.
Thank you very much for having us today, and thank you for the opportunity to speak. I would touch on something personally before I go into our keynote. I've had cause to interact with the topics around special needs occasionally, but I know that I've learned practical steps today, and I'm very grateful to be here. I also know that one key point I picked and I want to emphasize on is the fact that each of us is an advocate in our different spaces. So even you heard our managing partners speak to the lacunas and the gaps in the law. So these are places where we as individuals can step in. You know, you find yourself in places of influence, and if you can influence thoughts and culture or where law is being written, you need to speak up about stuff like this. Okay, before I go into that, my name is Gudo Yaro. I'm from Oak Legal. I'm thankful to our office for the opportunity to be here today. Oak is a boutique law firm, and we provide necessary legal services based on the needs of our clients. And so things such as trusts, wills, we're not afraid to speak about life after life. We're not afraid to speak about needs of our clients. So if you find that you need any such thing, we have a booth at the back, and then we're not afraid. You know, you can ask us questions, you can take numbers, you can take note of whatever you need to take note of for future purposes. I would say that caregivers have a role of learning. I saw that many people mentioned how personally they don't know what to do. Everybody becomes a psychologist. A particular mom spoke to that. Everybody becomes a psychologist, a therapist when they're carefully involved or where they're personally vested. So please, wherever you find yourself, become personally vested enough to even ask the legal questions. We have an inside joke in the office where we refer to how when budgetary cuts are about to happen inside a company, you find that it's always the legal budget that is cut short. And I don't know why that is, because at the end of the day, you put yourself inside problem. So ask necessary legal questions. Don't make makeshift documents. Don't use ChatGPT to make your special needs related documents and the like. Ask the right questions. Speak to people like Mary Stem. Speak to people like us, right? We have the right things to do. We tailor things to you. So learn to look for legal help where it's necessary. Thank you very much for having us today. And we're at the back if you have further questions. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're delighted to be part of this initiative. I'm from Meristem Trustees Limited. It's been quite insightful conference, and I've learned a great deal. So at Meristem, we care for your loved one with special needs, and that's why we have designed a special needs trust that guarantees, the future of your loved ones, even when you are still around and when you are no longer around. So one of the things that we have learned in this conference is that everybody has a need. And we also learned that it's called not just special needs, but additional and extra needs. So at Meristem, we're here to support your loved one with special needs or additional needs. So you can reach out to us. Our stand is over there. We can tell you more about the trust arrangement. Thank you, everyone.
What can I say? What can I say? What can I say? This is actually very surreal to me. When I got this idea, I said to myself, how do we fight feelings of despair? How do we get parents to come out and know that it's not business as usual? How do we get people to respond? And as soon as we opened the portal and we saw responses flooding in, we were just so inspired. We were just so very inspired. And I want to say thank you personally to each and every one of you who has spent this time with us today, online and in person. We are just so grateful. I want to say thank you to our sponsors who responded to our call immediately. This is a first edition. They had no pedigree, they had no reputation to work with. They just listened to what I had to say and they said, you know what, we are on board. So I have to say thank you to our sponsors, Mamori, which is by myself, which we have Sonic Energies, we have Oak Legal, Mary STEM, and all our amazing partners. I would love to mention more, but I can't. But I just truly appreciate each and every one of you. Sponsors that came on board immediately and just they talk the talk and they walk the walk. I want to thank my speakers. Oh my God. Can somebody give my speakers a round of applause? Every single one of them that I reached out to, every single one of them that I reached out to said, when do you need me? Nobody said I'm busy. Nobody said no. Nobody said how much. They said, when do you need me? Even when one of them had to be away, she said, I am going to be there no matter what. And so I just want to say thank you so much to each and every one of them, because I wanted people of value. I wanted people that would give knowledge. I mean, just look at, they've been here since the beginning. Toby, Shalape, Tolu, they've been here since the beginning, and they're still here answering questions. I am just so grateful to each and every one of them. I'm grateful to my team that held me down, my generals, they held me down. This was conceived within a few months, and we were not even sure how it was going to pan out. But they pushed and pushed and pushed. They kept me going. We worked so hard. They worked tirelessly. I don't want to know when we all closed yesterday. But they came through. And all this, I'm just the face of it, but all this is certainly not the work of one person. I want to say thank you to my vendors, that Savvy Point over there, and so many other people that believed in a first-time trade fair and packed their things in Nigeria today, to pack your things and go somewhere, not knowing whether they're ready. You could just stay at home. But they believed in us. They believed in us, and they're here. I want to say thank you to each and every one of them. Thank you to my volunteers. It's duty to volunteer for something that's never happened before. You're like, that place is amazing. Let's go there. There was nothing there was no story to fall upon, but they volunteered and they have been excellent. I thank each and every one of them for doing that. My MC and moderator, can we give her a round of applause? Isabella. Oh my goodness, what a powerhouse. She has been amazing from beginning to the end. For those, I flew in from Port Harcourt, I flew in from Abuja. I love you all, but I have to give special props to you for believing in us. I am so, so very grateful for that. And to everyone, Ibadan, yeah, Mrs. Good. Yeah, for everyone that registered, heard about us, registered, made plans, put things aside to be here, I can only say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. This was a labor of love, and it's so good to see that people appreciate what we're doing. And it's still ongoing, because what has happened here, what I've seen today, is that there is a hunger. People, they're not content anymore to stay in the shadows. We want answers. They want to be seen. They want to be heard. No child has to be born with additional needs. Nobody asked for it. And even though it has happened, they will continue to thrive. And we'll continue to fight for them. We'll be advocates. And there will be no child left behind. No child left behind. There's no excuse. No child left behind. Finally, and I'm saving the best for last, I just want to thank my support network, my home. He's not here, but I will say it. My husband, He has my family given me just so much support. My friends and family, I cannot thank you enough for doing this. All the glory, all the honor, all praise goes to God. Absolutely. Everything I've said, everyone I've thanked, it's all possible by God. God gave me this vision, and I want to believe I've delivered. Thank you. Thank you. We have so many questions online. We have so many people still saying stuff. And all I want to say is that this is just the beginning. The best is yet to come. Bring on Sensei 2026.